Hello, everyone, and welcome to Octopunk Monthly Update for April 2023. I have a lot of hype to catch up on in my activity feed here. Thank you, Eccentric Giraffe, for 46 months. And actually, before I continue, I want to do a microphone notice. I know my microphone was vibrating a little bit last time, so let me know if that's fixed. It should be fixed because I updated OBS. That seemed to be an issue. It was a software issue rather than a hardware issue. But sometimes my Yeti still gives me issues with Zoom. So if it cuts in and out, or if it like drops, or if it's vibrating, let me know. I'll switch to the shitty webcam mic. We'll live with it. But I want to make sure that you guys can hear me okay and consistently. Mike sounds perfect. Awesome. Thank you. And I can continue thanking John Hale for 40 months. Oh my God, I can't believe, John, you've been here for 40 months. That's almost 4 years. You've been here since almost day one. We've got B for 14 months. We've got Becky Helene. Thank you for the gift subs, Becky. Timmy for 22 months. Dom Larry's for 36 months. Our lovely mod Dom Larry's. Super Silly Pants for 35 months. Warden Mages for 37 months. Pick-a-Lily for 27 months. Brittany Plays for 15 months. And Becky, in addition to the gift subs, is here for 32 months. Thanks to all who have followed in the time since our previous OpMu as well. We've actually got a lot of stuff to talk about today, which I'm really excited because I know it's been kind of a slow transitionary year. But with Patreon, we've got updates for April as well as the reveal of the 4-year patch because my Patreon turned 4 years old a couple of days ago, which is absolutely wild. Oh, thank you, Piccalilli, for the gift subs, and Mindless Somber for 13 months as well. Little over a year. Gosh, I still love my praise emotes, my updated praise emotes there. They're getting used in the chat. Also, the hype train is wild. Are we at like level 4? The train is unchained. The train is off the rails. But yeah, we've got the 4-year patch reveal, which I'm really excited about since Patreon just turned 4. So some of you will be getting that 4-year patch in the next couple of months. They'll start shipping in May after I order them. I also have some patches I need to catch up on. If you've been owed like a 1-year patch in like the last 5 months, I'm putting in a reorder of those with my 4-year patch. And then we've also got a new live streamer still and a reveal of the game streams that are coming because you unlocked them through the charity stream in November. So I don't have dates or times for them yet, so that's still TBD. You'll have to keep an eye on my social media as well as come to OpMu in May for the May ones. But I will be able to reveal who is joining me for those and what we will be playing today. So that's very exciting. Before I get into more news, I do want to have an announcement about some stuff that I don't have like a slide for, but I want to give you an update. If you've been waiting on more Detroit Reawakening awards that are digital, such as the MP3 soundtracks, the MP3 commentary, as well as the zine, the PDF zine, those are all coming this week. I'm determined to get the MP3s out. I'll figure out some way to do it. I might have to email everybody individually, check your spam, keep an eye on social media and everything like that. Keep an eye on the Indiegogo updates page. If you're interested in making sure that you get those rewards, there's a few different places that you can kind of keep tabs on to see if they've been sent out or not. But the DRA zine, I am done with. I finished it yesterday. It's like 22 pages long. I think you'll really like it. It's got a lot of like behind the scenes stuff, some new pictures, interviews with the cast and crew. There's like a profile of everybody where like all their peers sort of comment upon them, and like it's a big love fest for the DRA cast and crew right in time for the 1-year anniversary of DRA. So that'll be going out probably tomorrow or Wednesday. And what I'll do is I'll make a post on both of the DRA Indiegogos. So if you donated at all to either Indiegogo, you'll be able to just visit the post, the backers only post, and see a download for the PDF. So that's just going to be available to everybody who backed either campaign. Thank you, Aim. And feel free as well, like if there's like there's little bits and bobs or whatever that you want to like screen cap and comment on, like on social media or whatever, it's okay. Don't repost the entire zine somewhere, and share it, because it is meant for backers. But if you just want to like excerpt it here or there, like it's really not that private. It's not like Patreon or whatever where I kind of keep things locked down. Yeah. Oh, welcome, Daisy Can't Eat Bread as well. I will never forget meeting Daisy in person at the Europe event and being like, "You were that medieval Lotso." And they were surprised I remember it. I'm like, "No, I never forgot. It was the coolest cosplay I've ever seen." Can I print it for myself to have it physically? Yes, absolutely. That's totally fine. You're able to print it, put it on the wall, make a scrapbook out of it. I mean, it's even if you wanted to like order it like professionally printed or something like that, if you wanted to like go to Vistaprint and get a brochure made or something, that's totally fine. Yeah, I don't want it like the whole PDF like uploaded on like Twitter or something. That's kind of the only thing. I may very well like at some point down the line upload the PDF for everybody, but it'll be a while. Like I kind of want that to be exclusive for backers for sure. Make a dress out of it. That's also valid. There's a lot of like Polaroids and fun pictures in it for sure. As well as like there's some script stuff in it. There's like the shot list that Rachel Summers made, our cinematographer made for the film. And speaking as well of DRA, Detroit Evolution has an anniversary coming up, April 11th in next week. I think it's like next Tuesday. And something special will be happening for that as well. So if you are a $5 patron, you might have already seen this because I edited this on stream. And so, you go on Patreon, pay $5, get early access and watch the VOD if you're really curious. But I made a video for the anniversary of Detroit Evolution that's going to go out next week. And basically, I edited the film to a song, and it's fun. It's it's really fun. So I hope you like it. I hope that it brings back some memories. I might do more of these. Like if you remember when I did the "Can You Feel the Love Tonight" video, it's kind of that energy. It's very silly. And I'm wondering if like maybe I should just do more of those because people seem to like them. I mean, there's already a lot of editors and stuff on TikTok and YouTube and stuff and Instagram. A lot of people do edits, but I have a very old school editing style. I edit videos the way that I did when I was 14, in like 2006. And like, if for those of you who weren't born yet, it was a different time. We had different style of editing. We were a little bit more, we were less into the TikTok remixes and more silly things. I'll never forget some of the things that I watched in fandoms when I was in mid 2000s AMV vibes, as Callie says, yes. But let's get to Patreon. So this is an autograph month. So you'll be able to get an autograph from somebody this month rather than a sticker. This previous month, March was a sticker month. And all those were shipped. So most of you should have them by now. But we've got some other fun stuff coming to Patreon this month. Our $1 benefit is some Detroit Reawakening BTS picks, but these ones are particularly special. This is from the JJ archive. So every BTS pick I've shown you so far pretty much has been from Selena Oda, our primary photographer for Detroit Reawakening. But JJ also took a lot of pictures, and up till now, they've kind of been on a flash drive and not really on my main computer, so I haven't shown you any of them. And there's like 600 pictures that JJ took on the set of DRA. So this will be an exclusive reveal of a lot of those coming to Patreon once a week for the next month. And if you were one of the fan visitors, you might see some pictures of you in this as well. For $5, we got 2 live streams coming up. The first one, we're actually going back into live streamers because I do have some reshoots I need to make in Unreal Engine. My new composer, Landon Knobloch, is actually working on the music for the next 4 weeks, and we're going to try to get the movie done, like full-on done, ready for prime time by the end of the month. And I'm going to use that time to make a little bit of touch-ups and tweaks to the movie, and that involves, there's some reshoots that I want to make of some gameplay footage, and I'll kind of go into why, and sort of compare some stuff side by side and sort of show you my thought process for this when we actually do it in that live stream, and that's probably going to be next week. I also have a live stream where I'll be doing sticker design for May. That'll be the 3rd week of April. And so you can see a little bit of some graphic design stuff and get a sneak preview at what May's Patreon sticker is going to be. And then our $10 card is going to be a signed card from Sarah Callahan Black, who not only was in my second little scene short film, but she's also Gwen in Live Screamers. She's another one of the Live Screamers actors. And she runs a business as a cosplayer and a professional princess. And so I thought there was no better representation of Sarah than to show off some various cosplays that she's done in her princess business through this card design. So really excited to share Sarah with all of y'all. She did such a great job in Live Screamers. You're going to be really, really thrilled with her performance, I think. And this is just a little bit of Live Screamers memorabilia that you can collect at the $10 level this month on April. We also, as usual, do have the $25 call. Not sure what that's going to be yet, but that's probably going to be at a sort of like middle part of the month, because MJ and Summers are actually coming to visit me at the end of the month. So I'm kind of taking off that time to spend with my dear friends. So you'll probably see us on Instagram booping around and foraging and going to the library and going on wandery walks and seeing the gators in my neighborhood. So that'll be like kind of the last week of the month for me. So I'm going to try to fit kind of everything in Patreon this month, at least the live stuff, in the first 3 months. The last couple of months have been a little backloaded, but this month's going to be a little bit more front loaded. And then I've already... Well, my Sarah cards will ship in May. Like they'll ship at the end of the month as they normally will. And then I'm going to schedule the $1 posts to kind of be all month long. So $1 will be all month long, but then all the streams and the call are going to be in the first 3 weeks of the month, just as a heads up, because our $25 calls are usually a little bit towards the end. As well, as I said, we are celebrating 4 years of Patreon, which means we get a 4-year patch. This is the 5th patch that you could potentially collect after 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, and 3 years. Can anybody guess maybe what color it's going to be? We've got gold, we've got silver, we've got blue, we've got red, and this time I decided to go with Octopunk purple for our 4-year badge. So anybody who has a 4-year anniversary for their Patreon subscription in this year will get this. Actually, whenever you hit your 4-year milestone, even if it's next year, you'll be getting this. A lot of you will be getting your 3-year patches soon, because a lot of you joined around the time of Detroit Evolution, so that's going to be within the next few months for very many of you. You'll be getting that in the mail. It's a nice, vibrant red 3-year badge. But this is an iron-on patch that you get for having consistent loyalty to the Patreon for many, many years. Callie says, it'll take me a while, but I think you might be about a year away, Callie, but your 3-year one is coming real soon. A lot of you are getting your 3-year ones really soon, which is also exciting. It's a really pretty red one as well. I kind of thought my 5-year patch, I already know what it's going to be. And I thought about making that one this one, but I was like, no, that one needs to be really special. That one I'm gonna save for next year. But purple, it was about time for me to have a purple Patreon patch, I think, considering how purpley everything in Octopunk is. So game streams. So y'all raised $5,000 for Cool Earth last November for charity, and one of our milestones for $5,000 was that I would unlock game streams. By the way, if you're waiting on your physical rewards, I am going to the post office today to send the rest of them in the mail. Also, Becky, I have a reshipment for you. Lino, if you're watching, I have a reshipment of a script for you. And there was one other person I think I had a reshipment for. Leah. I had a reshipment for Leah. And then there was like one other person who I owed DRA things. No, actually, there was a person who I owed DE things to. They came to me a couple of years later. And I was like, hey, it's a commitment. You donated. I still owe you the thing, so I'll send it to you whenever you want. So I have all these reshipments that are going out today. Timmy, yours is going to be in 2 shipments because you got a lot of stuff and I couldn't fit it all in one box. So if you get 2 tracking codes, that's why. So that's all going out today. So charity rewards are officially going to be like done. Like I'll basically be done with everything for that once I get these game streams out. And the game streams aren't permanent. I'm not doing them forever, but it was always supposed to be like a brief run of a return of them. But I've decided on 4 particular streams at minimum. There might be a couple surprises here and there. I might bring a couple people on for some surprise streams in the next couple of months. But I do know for a fact that these 4 are going to happen. So the first one, as we agreed upon on the initial stream, me, Michael Smallwood, and his daughter LJ Smallwood play an Untitled Goose Game. Actually, I'm not going to be playing. I'm just going to be spectating. This is going to be all Michael and LJ. Because apparently LJ, who is, I believe is 6, I don't think she's 7 yet. I think she's still 6. Loves Untitled Goose Game, and apparently also thinks that you can play Untitled Goose Game wrong, and will criticize you if you play it incorrectly in her eyes. And I can't wait to see what this turns out to be. Then we've got some karaoke. Michael doesn't know about this yet, but I know he'll agree. We're going to do some live karaoke. I found a way to do it. The only caveat is that we're going to have to do that stream on YouTube rather than Twitch. No copyrighted music on Twitch ever. That's going to be bapped. But you can do copyrighted karaoke songs on YouTube so long as you don't monetize. And I found a way to do it. There's an app called Carafun that I can download. We can play it up here in the loft. We can hook up my microphones. We can do it like Twitch sings, like old times. And I'm really excited to get that working and to share karaoke with you and Michael again on stream. Me and Austin did an aviary attorney stream or 2 back in 2019. It's on my YouTube channel if you're curious about it. I still to this day think that set of streams is one of the funniest things that me and Austin have ever done on the channel. Legitimately, it is undoubtedly entertaining. And so I encourage you to go watch the original ones. I'll be cutting a little highlight reel together of the first 2 episodes for those of you who don't feel like watching or don't go back and watching. But we'll be returning to Aviary Attorney to finish up some of the cases that are amuck in bourgeoisie France. So I can't wait to get back into that with Austin when he returns from school in May. And then finally, I talked to Greg today and we're like, we got to do a Him Bros stream, bro. We got to get back and get the Him Bros back together and do some co-op. And we agreed that we're going to do Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes, where I have a bomb, Greg has instructions, and he tries to tell me how not to explode. I think it's going to be real fun and very chaotic. So these are the 4 that are coming. Dates and times TBD. Keep an eye on social media to see when these will be coming. I imagine Untitled Goose Game is going to be sometime in April before I kind of take my hiatus. Karaoke is probably going to be in the first week or 2 of May. Aviary Attorney is going to be like mid-May, and then Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes will be like end of May. So more than likely a lot of these will get dates and times when I go live with Octopunk Monthly Update on May 1st. Literally the 1st of the month, May 1st, in a month. The only reason I don't have a date and time for Untitled Goose Game yet is because Michael is currently living it up at WrestleMania in California. And I was like, I don't want to bother him with this right now. I'm going to wait till he gets home and then we'll talk about it. Dom Leary says, I love Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes. Can't wait to witness the chaos with you and Greg. Believe me, neither can I. And it also lends itself very well because, like, I can stream the bomb and you can see the bomb, and then he doesn't have to see the gameplay. He can just be on Zoom, and I won't see the instructions because he's, 3 hours away on Zoom, so he'll have it printed out. I think it'll be a lot of fun, and it'll be really good for, like, a Zoom co-op for sure. If you have not seen Twitch Sings yet, I hope that, like, I will one day have the spoons to organize it and start uploading old Twitch Sings VODs to YouTube. I don't think there's any clips of it anymore I think they took it all down. But in 2019 and 2020, it was fire. It was so cool to do Twitch Sings here and to do all that karaoke. We did it all the time, and I've really missed it. And we had a lot of fun, and Michael especially misses it. So that one's the one I'm probably the most excited about. I really hope that I can get the technical stuff running and that we don't have any interference from the YouTube gods. I've seen, like, people on YouTube who have done karaoke streams before, and they're still up. They haven't gotten bapped or anything. They haven't gotten, like, their accounts shut down. YouTube's pretty chill about things as long as, like, you let them monetize on your channel. And I'll be working with Carafun, which is an app that is very standardized, and they have a lot of cross-posted karaoke to YouTube. So I think the versions that I'm going to be using are the Carafun versions specifically, so I don't think we're going to get any problems. Shrug. The only thing I got left to talk about today is the new live screamers. Still, until I figure out what's going to happen with this movie distribution-wise, and believe me, God, I've been trying the past 2 weeks desperately to figure out what's going to happen with sales and distribution. I do not have an answer yet, unfortunately. The jury is still out. It's just still in the hands of some people who are still looking at it and taking a little bit of time to get through it. But in the meantime, I can share this still with you of Kobe Siorum as Taylor. And this is sort of, not too spoilery, but gives you kind of an impression of some gameplay that'll be happening. Oh, I forgot I have that live scream emote. But yeah. I'll probably post that if I remember. I have a lot to do this afternoon. I have to go to the post office, and then I'm going to go see John Wick 4 with Whaley and Rune later, which I've been waiting on. And unfortunately, somebody on Twitter kind of spoiled it for me, and I'm a little annoyed at that. But I've heard it's amazing, and so can't wait to see that tonight. But I will probably post that to Twitter and such later today. Aim says, damn, it's so freaking pretty. Michelle, you outdid yourself once again. I'm hoping... God, I hope. I showed it to some friends. I showed the work in progress cut-ish, no musical version, like the version that I have right now, to some friends the other day, and they were pretty impressed by the Unreal Engine stuff. And I'm at the point where I'm not impressed with myself anymore. I'm sort of like, I've been staring at this for thousands of hours for a year, and so for me, like, it just looks like the Great Hall to me. It just looks like Metahumans to me. I don't even know if it looks AAA anymore. So it's nice actually to hear that with fresh eyes that people actually quite like it. And I've heard some interesting things about it from like sales agents and stuff. It's so funny. Like you hear such opposite things. Like some person will say, I don't know how to sell this. I don't know what to do with my buyers. And then the next person will say, well, I really like this, but I'm already representing something that's like kind of similar. It's a different concept, but it's like similar. It's too similar. I can't sell both. And it's like, well, one of you already has something, one of you finds it so sellable, you've already like bought something that's similar to it, and the other one finds it so unsellable that they don't even know how they would sell it. Hollywood is very, very fickle, I'm finding, and you just got to find the right person. It's like dating, really. It's like job hunting. It's like anything in life that requires somebody to kind of see some potential in what you're doing and really connect with what you're doing. And as my composer and I were talking about the other day, he was like, yeah, you just got to get the right person. You got to get a Gen Z acquisitions manager who appreciates video games and Twitch and all that culture, because this is really what it's about. But as I said, I will be rejoining you guys for Octopunk Monthly Update May 1st, first of the month in 4 weeks. Can't wait to be there and share all sorts of new stuff with you. God willing, I will have some amazing news about something, but if not, I will have May Patreon updates. I'll have some dates and times for those game streams, and probably another live screamer still. And maybe some new merch or something to the Etsy store. Maybe I'll unlock an archival Patreon sticker from years past on the Etsy store again, because I skipped that this month. So who knows? But it's sure to be a fun month. I look forward to seeing you on Patreon as well in the next couple of weeks as I front load my month with lots of streams and calls and pictures from Detroit Reawakening. I look forward to seeing you on YouTube on April 11th with the premiere of my little new Detroit Evolution anniversary video. And thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for all the bits, subs, thanks to the mods for hanging out today. And as always, stay great, hydrate, and have a happy time zone.